comes the insurance. We shed, we rise. No more fat disguise. From dawn till dusk, feel the burn, no lies. Everywhere you're living, we rugged every mile.
You're okay, so we're back, a brand new day than previous because my nieces and nephews were here and it got loud and I just could not record that day. So we're back for part 2. Now, I showed y'all what I had got in my St. Jude box for St. Jude Marathon weekend. Even though I'm not running it this year, they still sent me a box, so I do appreciate that because, baby, it's getting cold. It's getting cold out. So this little neck garter scarf thing is going to be my best friend all winter long as I train for Walt Disney World 10K, which is, I looked online, we are like 32 days away as of recording this today's clip. Let me make sure from the actual race weekend, because December 1st, we're hitting it. 36 days. We got 36 days till race weekend. So I showed y'all what I got from St. Jude, but I want to also recap my year in running with the medals that I got. And so we're going to go in order of the year. So in the beginning of the year, I said I want to get back to running, long distance running, because I miss it. I miss doing it. I love doing it. And so I signed up for a virtual race for New Year's to kick off, to start the journey. And it's by the Pacer series, Pacer challenges. And one thing I love about the Pacer series is that, yes, it's fun to do virtual races and have them be like on an honor system, but Pacer, they have a specific app for you to track your race, your mileage, and they do not send you your medal until those miles are done. Like, they make sure you are honest and held accountable for your race. So whatever you signed up for, whether it's a 5K, 10K, half, sometimes they have 100-mile challenges and it takes you a couple of months to complete them. They give you a specific timeline, or they let you set your timeline, but they do not send the medals out until you have tracked all those miles within the app, Pacer app. So I chose the Chinese New Year race because this year, 2026, was year of the snake. So I signed up for that. And that was the medal that finally came. And this is actually magnetic. This actually pops off. So I thought that was cool and dope. And then on the back, year of the snake, Pacer race finisher. And I thought that was pretty dope. So that was a fun way to kick off the habit of doing races and kicked off my race season for 2025. So I like that. I might do the one next year, Year of the Horse. I'm going to check their website and see if they even have registrations open yet for that. They probably won't until January. But yeah, I think I'm going to do this again because this was a lot of fun. And I did my 5K. I did the 5K, and I gave myself 2 weeks to get it done in the start of the year of January. So I gave myself 2 weeks to get it done. And so I did the 5K around the zoo and Overton Park here in Memphis. If you're from Memphis or you've been to Memphis, Overton Park is a park that's connected to the zoo. So I did the whole 5K wrapped around and all that jazz. But it was fun, and I earned this medal, and I enjoyed it. It was a great way to kick off the year. Then, as we continue down the line, these weren't till later, so let me move those out the way. As we go down the line, let's see. Next up was the April Run Disney races, the springtime surprise, and y'all saw that whole journey. I signed up and registered for 2 races, which I can admit now, looking back, I should have never did that. I should have just stuck with one. I should have stuck with the 5K and just left it at that instead of trying to push my body from, especially at this weight, from a 5K to a 10 miler the next day, because I was in so much pain and I was running too slow and I got swept in the 10K. I could not finish, not the 10K, I could not finish the 10 miler the following day because I was in so much pain from the 5K. But I digress. Y'all saw that series. Y'all saw those videos. If you haven't, if you're new to the channel, go back and watch those videos. It was a lot of fun. It was a great journey and a great adventure, and I had fun. My sisters went with me on that trip and my nephews, and it was so much fun. I enjoyed it. I don't regret doing it. Even the race that I got swept in, it was fun. And I ran for a charity, so I ended up getting a bonus medal that I did not know I was going to get because I ran for a charity. So shout out to Dragon Masters Initiative. They do cancer research, mainly pediatric cancer for like children, but they do all types of cancer research and funding and providing funds so that parents, if their child get treated at a hospital, they have to travel, go to hospitals, they do not have to pay a dime as far as where they're staying and food and stuff like that. So shout out to Dragon Masters. So I ran with a charity and raise money. And so when I got through doing the 5K at the Disney's Springtime Surprise, the people at Dragon Masters honored me with their medal, Team Fire Up. That's the name of the team, Team Fired Up with the dragon. And so I was so proud of getting this medal. I loved it, and I will be running with them again in the future. I tried to run with them for the Walt Disney, but at the time they had ran out of the 10K bibs, and I really wanted to do the 10K, so I could not run with them. But the next charity I do, it's going to be with Dragon Masters. I love them. And then, of course, the 5K medal, the Groot. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that race. And like I said, if you haven't seen the videos, go back and watch. They're all labeled, and you'll see the thumbnails and everything. Watch that journey. But this was a lot of fun. The course was fun. We ran through Epcot, a little bit of the parking lot, behind the scenes of Epcot. It was great fun. The 10-mile race, even though I got swept, Disney still, that's one thing I love about Run Disney. Even if you get swept, they're very discreet, they're very respectful, and they'll drive you backstage behind the scenes so you don't, it's not like a ride of shame. Nobody knows you got swept, and they take you to the finish line in a secret passageway, so nobody knows you got swept unless you told them. And they give you your medals. So I still am proud of this medal. Even though I got swept, I'm still proud of this medal because I showed up. I crossed that start line. I did the best I could, and I can't help it if I was a slow runner that morning, but I did the best I could. And had there not been a time frame, I would have kept going. I would not have given up. So I am proud of this medal, even though I was upset that I couldn't finish the race. Then, over the summertime, I signed up for Run Disney's virtual summer series. So you do a race in June. I did the whole challenge, the fairy tale or happily ever after challenge. So, because the theme was based off of the theme park rides. So you do a 5K in June, a 5K in July, and a 5K in August. So they give you 3 medals for each of those. And then if you had signed up for the challenge of doing all 3 races, because you can do them individually, you don't have to do all 3 races. If you do all 3 races and you sign up for the challenge, you get a 4th medal. So I've already got videos of the series showing that, but I'm going to show y'all again. So I forgot which one. I think the Pirates was the first one. So Pirates of the Caribbean, based off the ride at the theme parks. So that was for June. And I like the spinny wheel based off the ride, super dope. And then Big Thunder Mountain was for July. And it actually has a on-off switch back here at the back. So yeah, the train light pops on. Thought that was dope. Real cute. Big Thunder Mountain 5K, that was July. And then Jungle Cruise, and this is a spinner. So the boat, the arch or whatever, it spins. So that is for August. Super dope. These medals are heavy as all get out, but I like that virtual Run Disney virtual series. And since I signed up for all 3 races for the virtual challenge, I got a 4th medal, which is the castle the Cinderella's Castle at Walt Disney World, and the fireworks, Happily Ever After, and of course, it lights up as the fireworks show. So I thought that was real cute. Love that medal. Eventually I'm gonna get a medal rack and hang these up on my wall, but for right now I just hold on to them. And then after that I did 2 local races here in Memphis, one in August and one in September. The August one, and they were back-to-back weekends. So it was like the end of August and the beginning of September or something like that. They were like back-to-back races. Anyways, y'all know the vlogs. They back there. Go find them. Playlist. But I first off was the Navy 5K. Actually, in the small town that I live in. I live in the countryside between Memphis and Millington. So this race was in Millington. So it was literally like a 10-minute drive from the house. Easiest to get there, parking no problem. Expo was small, but still a lot of fun, great vendors, but this was super dope. I love this medal, and even though the race was challenging, I completed it, I finished it, and I had a great time. So did that. And then, of course, my favorite, the Mid-South Pride for Pride Month. This was supposed to happen back in July during Pride Month. However, bad weather canceled the entire Pride Month and festivities, so they had to reschedule everything to September. And so the Rainbow Dash 5K, and it was sponsored by Nike here in Memphis, and that was at Overton Park. So it was so much fun, had a great time. A lot of people of the community was there, and we had a good time. It was a great vibe. Even though it was a smaller race, it was a lot of fun. And this is the race where my ankle ended up hurting because I did these 2 races back to back. 2 weekends back to back, one weekend and then like a weekend after. And so these were the races where, even though I had a great time and I enjoyed myself, I had a very sharp stabbing pain in my ankle by the end of it, and that's when I went to the doctor, got x-rayed, and found out about my deformity. I forgot the name of it. There's a vlog where I talked about it, where I went to the doctor, but I have a deformed ankle bone on my right side, to where if I do strenuous long-distance running, let's say I did like I did it in Disney in April, I did a 5K on Friday and then attempted a 10-miler on Saturday. I had no idea about this ankle issue. All I know is that it felt like somebody was stabbing me in my foot. And it's because of my deformed ankle bone. And so what happens is when I do long distance racing and strenuous, like without stretching and things like that, and I do multiple ones back to back or longer distances, like real long distance, like if I was attempted half marathon, that probably would happen. Those sharp pains will come. Is because when my calf muscles get inflamed, it rubs up against that ankle bone, and that's why I feels like I'm being stabbed in my foot. And so thank you to my doctor, Dr. Song, for giving me exercise, and also he prescribed me non-steroid anti-inflammatory pills that I take when needed, if needed, to help with the inflammation. And I have a list of, and thanks to my coach Garrett, he assigned me stretching, flex mobility workouts every day. I do every day to help build these calf muscles up, which has, and since these races, has been helping me with my ankles. I do get a little soreness in my ankles still, especially after my Saturday training runs. Like last week, I was supposed to do 5 miles, a part of my schedule, but you know, we had Thanksgiving, so I decided on Thanksgiving Day to do 4 miles. I did 4 miles, and even though yes, I was sore the rest of the day, it wasn't that sharp stabbing pain because I've been doing my flexible mobility stretches daily that my coach has assigned me, and I have those anti-inflammatory medications that I take if needed, and it's been working out. So thank God I'm only doing 1 race in January for the Disney's Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. I'm only doing the 10K. I'm not attempting any back-to-back runs. I'm not. But thanks to my doctor and my coach for helping me, I know for a fact that I will be good and straight with my ankle pain for that 10K race, because 10K is only 6.2 miles. So I got it. I could do it. I just did 4 miles this past week. I'm going to do 5 miles next week. I'm be good. So that's my year in of running for 2025. 2026 is going to start off with a bang. Like I said, I'm going to sign up for the Pacer Series, the Chinese New Year's race for Year of the Horse, but I won't do that 5K until after Walt Disney World weekend. I need to protect these legs, protect these ankles, and only run when it's my training, when it's part of my training, and nothing extra, no extra doohickeys. That way I am good to go and strong for the actual race day. So I'm excited. 36 days away. We're 36 days away from race weekend. Yes. So, and St. Jude is coming up this weekend. So Friday evening, I will be going to the expo. Even though I'm not running, the expo is still free for locals to come and check out. So I'm going to go see what running shoes they might have available. I do want some more Brooks, because I love these Ghost Max 2s. I do want some more Brooks, but I'm going to see, because sometimes at these race expos, there are some good deals or some good sales on some shoes. And so I'm going to see what they have at the expo, and of course, show y'all along like I did last year's race. Show y'all along the expo, the exhibit hall, the vendors, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't think I will be there race day to cheer the crowd like I normally do on Saturday, because I just have so much going on Saturday. I have a lot going on Saturday. Like, I need to get my license, my ID, the star, the whole real ID BS going on. I need to get the star on there, otherwise I can't get on the plane in January. So I have an appointment with the DMV to get that done. I got to get an oil change on my car, so I won't be there at the St. Jude race this weekend, this Saturday, but I will be at the expo that Friday, and I will bring y'all along on the vlog, so y'all will get that video soon. And so that's it for this week's episode. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. I've just had a lot going on, a lot with life, everything, but we're back. We're getting ready. We're closing out 2026 race season, and 2025 race season, and we're gearing up for 2026 race season. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to do a lot more local stuff in 2026, local races here in Memphis, because it's going to be a long time. I'm telling y'all, a long time before I travel back to Disney World for a race, because I really want, my goal is to reach my goal weight. My goal is to reach my goal weight and have top surgery before I turn 40, which means I have 4 years to get this done. And once that's done, I want to do it by 2027. That's the goal, to have all that, to have my goal weight and this top surgery by 2027. And then when I turn 40, in 4 years, when I turn 40, I want to do the Walt Disney World Marathon, the full, complete 26.2 miles or 26 point, I don't know. I'm going to do the full marathon. So that is the goal. That's what I'm striving for. So this January race, this Walt Disney World 10K is going to be the last one at Disney World for a long time. So I'm going to be doing more local races, not only in Memphis, but there are a couple of races in Nashville I want to do. Like, I want to go back and do the Rock and Roll Series next year. I'm going to try my best. That's in April. We're going to see, Lord willing, funds and things like that, but I'm really hoping that I could do that one. And Chattanooga isn't far from here. It's like 2 hours away. I might sign up for some race in Chattanooga. Oh, and also, it was announced, Dolly Parton announced that Dollywood, her theme park in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, is starting their own race series. Now, I won't be able to do it next year, 2026, but I think in 2027, I'm going to go do that, running around Dollywood, because I love Gatlinburg. I love Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That's like one of my favorite tourist attractions here in the state. And so, yeah, I got it. When they announced that inaugural race coming, I was like, oh, shoot, because they got a 5K, 10K, and a half. I see you. So more to come, more long distance racing, of course, more weightlifting, because I love that. I love doing that. And also, I do want to, not now, because I'm focusing on long distance racing and weightlifting and losing this weight, but I do eventually want to start getting into strength training, powerlifting, like more focus on strength. But that's for later time. We got to do small goals at a time. So let me lose this weight first and let me get this top surgery. But eventually, I want to get into some powerlifting and maybe even compete, because I've been watching some stuff. I've been following some people online, and I'm like, I really want to try. I want to see how strong I can get, how strong I can train myself with my capabilities, and then do at least one competition. That's a goal of mine. So we'll see. But anywho, there will be at least one more, if not two more vlogs before this year is up, because we are in December right now. But if not, I will catch y'all when I do my annual New Year's resolution, New Year's goal vlog on January. So we'll see y'all then. In the meantime, peace out. I'm your host, Prince Elias. This has been Shed Yourself Vlogs, and we are out. Love y'all.
Life's a competition, so here comes the insurance. We shed, we rise.